Hey reefers, this is Acro Breeder, and this is my update for July 2020. This is my 75-gallon Peninsula. Last month I had documented my aquascaping of the far end of the tank. Coloration on the acroporas are looking great. This tank is really starting to mature nicely, grow in. Very happy with it. Got some big chunky frags down here. I'll get to that later. I re-aquascaped my 40. Just give a little overview of everything I got going on here. This is the Peninsula shot. I'm really loving this Asian acan. I don't know if it translates on video. All in all, everything's doing good here. 40 Fusion Seahorse tank. I just added maybe a dozen new Zoas in here today, actually. They're open at the moment, but I want to ask you guys, I'm having an issue. All the Zoas open in the morning, wide open, and then they close for maybe 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the day. And then they open back up. And yes, I'm aware I'm having some cyano/diatom bloom in the sand bed. I don't believe it's related because I've had this issue for almost 4 or 5 months now, if not longer. Seahorses are kind of in chill mode. They're very voracious eaters though. Try to get them twice a day. Gorgonians looking nice. Experienced an RTN incident here on my red tabling acropora. Pretty much in the course of 2 days, stripped down to nothing. I did frag the majority of the shelf. And I have a piece in here. And I put a couple pieces in the 75. And they do not appear to be peeling, so that's good. I did a few water changes here on the 40-gallon breeder. I'm sourcing it to, I believe, my Jabajo auto water change. The power supply to it came loose and it wasn't doing a daily water change of a gallon for, I'm guessing, at least a month. I gotta pay a little more close attention to that in the future. Lesson learned. Got a bunch of things going on here. I can't get this combo colony rock to stay straight anymore. So I had a delivery today, a Griffin XL saw. I'm gonna saw the bottom of this colony flat and try to get it to nestle a little better there on the rocks. And I'm considering cutting all these colonies off now that I have the bandsaw, and aquascaping the end here with these leftover branch rocks I have. So I have my, dimensions I'm working with here. I'm gonna have to saw some of the rocks and see what I can come up with. A little low here on epoxy, so this may be a few day process. I'm gonna order some more glue now. Gonna put the bandsaw to use here. I have a duplicate of a variety of acans. This one's bigger. I think I'm gonna pop this smaller one off here. It's glued down to the glass. Forgive me as I'm filming on my phone and doing this all at once. Usually come right off though. There we go. So I'm just gonna get this on the bandsaw. This is my first time really using it. Just try to cut it between the polyps and make some frags. So I'm gonna get some plugs ready here. Put some dabs of glue. Oh yeah, so precise. Can anyone tell? I really have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see, oh yeah, run out of glue, that should be nice. see if I can get it all over my fingers. All right, let's see how this thing chooches. Well, they don't look pretty now. They're pretty milky and chalky from the dust from the saw. I'm gonna get them in the tank and show a little shot of them after they have a chance to relax a little bit. So I just received another tube of epoxy. I'm gonna start cutting this branch rock and make a new scape for the end of the 40 gallon. Taking apart the skimmer to clean for the 75. And I discovered a bunch of baby trochus snails, some dead, some alive. And I guess they're entering through the bubble plate, or possibly. Still thinking about whether or not I'm going to tackle this rescape at the end of the 40. I got the rock sitting here. I have another tube of epoxy. Taking apart the skimmer for the 75, and I've discovered several baby trochus snails beneath the bubble plate. So they must be entering through the intake when they're very, very small, and then they're actually growing by cleaning the inside of the plate. Because at the size they're at, there's no way they're getting in or out. So I may look into maybe constructing a screen for the inlet to prevent this from happening. One of the snails did finally get jammed in the impeller and was creating a bunch of noise. That's what's led to me to take it apart and clean it. This is what I came up with. Did some cutting of the branches and epoxied them. Pretty happy with it. I think I'm going to sit it in the 40 at an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and start hacking away at these rocks. I'm going to try to get these LPS off of them, but if I can't, I'm just going to sacrifice them. I'm going to try to saw this dragon sole off, take the SPS colonies, and take this entire rock out. See how it goes. So I'm midway here on this controlled shit show. This is my first time really operating a diamond bandsaw, but it's working out pretty good. I've cut off all the colonies that I can. You can see they're slimed up and covered in dust. So I'm going to go ahead and clean out these chunks that settled underneath the rock structure and slide in the new piece. I'm going to pause this project for the evening. This is where I'm at. I got a couple of the colonies glued to the structure. The rest are just kind of resting until tomorrow. I'm going to let the water clear up. I want to be able to get a really good visual on the tank to see where I'm affixing the colonies to make it aesthetically pleasing. This is where I'm at. It's kind of mayhem. And I got a few frags here in the process I need to glue down. Saw's all cleaned up. I'll pick up where I left off tomorrow. Alright, this is the final product. I'm really digging it. Have a few colonies still laying around here. I got to figure out whether I want to trade them, maybe sell them, maybe repurpose them in another tank. But for the time being, it's all good. I want to get rid of this entire colony. It's pretty boring. So the new scape really freed up some swimming room for the fish, growth for future acros I plan on putting in here. And just overall looks better in my opinion. Have a few colonies here laying around. Need to get rid of those. I intend here in the future to get this Cali tort out of the shadows, maybe move it down here in the end where it's a little more visible. Frag system doing good. Getting a little full. Here's a little update on the PC rainbow I glued on the glass. There's a couple other frags. Red planted on the glass. So that's really, I guess, all I got for this month. See you guys on the next one.